The latest Vietnamese films of 2024
He
are
was in
presented to
Shanghai.
young
Suddenly, I
Hassan.
heard the voices of
He
a group
quickly
of
went
soldiers.
forward
He
to
realized
check
that the group of soldiers
He
were
picked
heading
up his
straight for
suitcase
him.
and hurried
Bring their
downstairs to pack
valuables.
his
And while you're
luggage.
at it, scatter some
He
extra
quickly
gumballs
put on
at
his
the
straw
door.
hat
He
and
walked
fled
quickly
through
through the
the
noisy alley.
With his
escape.
The story officially begins.
The plot is set in the late 19th and early
Vietnam
20th during the
centuries.
French colonial
The story
period.
of the struggle between the common
and
people
his
and
child,
the colonizers.
completely unaware of all that
He
was
was
happening.
still playing
and joking around
The
with his
homeroom
classmates
teacher came
in
in
the
and
classroom.
told
Take him
Zian to
away.
pack
The
her
teacher
things.
grabbed Zian's
He
mother.
informed him that he had arranged
He then
everything.
gestured. Some people then ran off to scout the way for
under
them.
the teacher's
They
cover.
got into the car
The
without
teacher
any
gestured.
problems. This is their organization's
Tell him
code
not
word.
to forget.
Zian secretly made
The
a note
car
of it.
slowly started moving
This
forward.
is a young man who came up and
Please
stopped
pay
the boat.
attention to this
Everything
young man.
that happened next was
They
related
were
to
talking
him.
about the current
The police
situation.
chief wanted.
Seizing the waif of Wu Peng,
A revolutionary,
husband from
however,
the south,
got
he
his
was about
revenge
to be
and was
executed.
arrested.
The man who just got
Seeing
on the
Zian's
bus,
mother's
I started
gesture,
to have
he
an
kicked
idea.
the wooden basin
The
over.
eels in the basin escaped.
The people in the car immediately
The man then
panicked.
took the opportunity to steal
Just
Zian's
then,
mother's
we
wallet.
were
The
about
car
to cross
stopped.
the bridge. Everyone must undergo testing.
What a coincidence.
At this time, the villagers were holding
It
a
seems
parade.
this was an organized
The mission
tour.
was
to rescue the trapped people.
As soon as the man spoke first,
the tense atmosphere instantly
soldiers
became
began
overwhelming.
firing into the
Chaos
crowd.
erupted immediately.
The thief, on the other hand, lay
He
on the
smeared
ground
blood on
pretending
his
to be
face
dead. Was led closely behind by her mother.
Unfortunately,
Zian's
school bag was knocked to the ground
As
by
a
the
student,
crowd. He instinctively turned
This
back
resulted
to pick it
in
up.
him and his mother being separated by the crowd. The soldier was about to shoot another
But
person.
just then,
Zian stood up.
Mom
and blocked the
immediately
way.
turned around
He
while
shielded
holding
Zian
Zian
from the bullet.
But Mom was shot.
Just then, the thief climbed
he also
over.
wanted to take this opportunity to steal
Zian's
the valuable
mother then
pocket
took
watch.
the opportunity
The
to
thief
ask him to
intended
take
to make
care
a
of
quick
Zian.
getaway.
Looking at this poor child, he lost his beloved
He
mother.
still harbored secret
So
thoughts.
he took
Zian and jumped off the bridge.
Zian still needs
Then
to find
she
her
was
mother.
dragged ashore by the man. Looking at my mother
But
on the
he
bridge.
couldn't go up.
He could only watch from afar. Once the riots
Zian
are
buried
over,
her mother.
the man was playing with Zian's
He said
mother's
he would take
belongings.
Zian
away. Get over my Emma. Your mother didn't arrive. Once you leave, you won't go home. Let's make an appointment with you. You went to Hong
old
Kong to
man.
run a fake account. How? The man walked away.
Zian stayed behind to keep his
The
mother
young man
company.
started a fire that evening.
Eating roast
He
chicken.
glanced in Zian's direction.
It turns out the young man
It
hadn't
started
gone
raining
far.
heavily in the
Accompanied by
middle
the
of the
young
night.
man was
Looking
awakened.
at the pocket watch
He
in front
realized
of me.
that Zian might still
So
be
he
there.
ran up to Zian. He touched Zian's forehead.
At this moment, Zian could only breathe
Running in the
very
rain
faintly.
while holding
he
Zian.
wanted to save this poor child. We finally arrived
Under
at
the care of the doctor and the
Zian
young
woke
man.
up the next day.
It looks like it's healed.
The young man brought
They
roast
ate
chicken.
together.
Let's get to know each
It
other.
turns out the young man was also
He
homeless.
usually
makes a living by stealing chickens
Zian bid farewell to
so
his
he
mother.
and the young man embarked on a journey to find his
is a
father.
city kid.
I can't stand walking barefoot
The young
in the
man
fields.
took off his straw sandals.
It means it's for Zian to wear.
Zian
couldn't fit into his oversized
The young man
straw sandals.
continued on his way, still carrying Zian
They
in
hunted
his
wild
arms,
game
eating
along
wild
the way.
fruits,
Zian
and
taking
saw
a boat trip
lot
along
They
the way.
arrived at a market.
I'd like to ask where Zian's father
How do I
works.
get to
By the way,
Vanessa?
the young man ran
He planned
out
to
of money.
steal money to
He
pay for
told
his
Zian
travel
to
expenses.
cooperate.
Had received an
He
education.
can't do
So
that.
the young
man stepped on Zian's foot. Seeing the pain, Xian immediately called for everyone to catch the thief.
Xian is asking
The
for
young man
directions.
grabbed his head and shoved him
He
into
wanted
the water.
to teach
Xian a lesson.
caused me to be chased around
The
everywhere.
young man vented his anger by
Tell
tormenting
Xian to start
Xian
now.
for a
He
while.
is
Xian's
teacher.
Teach Xian how to do it without anyone's
on
help.
your
They
own.
chatted and played along
They
the
gradually
way.
became
It
familiar
turns
with
out
each
the
other.
young man was
Having no
also an
parents
orphan.
since childhood,
They were
felt
both
sympathy.
sympathetic. Xian also felt sorry
So
for
I
herself.
chose
to help Xian.
That day, the young man stole a white
They just
suit.
came to the restaurant to
Just
freeload.
as they were enjoying their
The
meal.
person in the sports car
Sensing
has
something
arrived.
was wrong, he ran away in a flash. They escaped by hiding in the river.
He sold the stolen clothes. They bought the tickets and still had
One
money
bowl of
left
rice,
over.
one
Looking
dumpling
here,
per person.
he was gesturing in his hand to
Xian
use his teacher's
curiously leaned
sign
closer.
I'd like to ask if anyone knows
his
that.
father.
Soldiers came and dispersed the
A
pedestrians.
French woman got out of the car.
It turns out it was supposed to be
Execution
at the
of the
vegetable
rebel market.
revolutionaries.
Staff
It turns
introduced.
out that the executed prisoner
Xian
was
was with
affected because she drank
He
Christ
became
wine.
bolder.
They actually wanted to steal money from
Just
these
then,
foreigners. The foreign woman discovered
The
them.
young
man then took the grenade.
The foreign woman was taken
The soldiers
hostage.
were afraid to fire because they feared they would hurt the woman. As a bomb exploded,
The person
at the execution
The
ground
ignited
fired
fireball
the first
was
shot. They were
thrown
like
down,
martial arts masters,
descending
from the sky using
The
a
two
rope.
sides
started
fighting.
The young man shoved the French woman away. A master wearing a straw hat flew past
rope
with
was
a dart.
cut.
Wu Tong fell to the
He
ground,
pressed
down on the top
concealing
rock.
merit
Wu
and
Tong
fame.
then jumped out. Young man, with the skills honed through years of thievery, they managed to escape with great enthusiasm. With the launch of a signal flare, everyone scattered and retreated, and then ran a few steps and lay down
After
on the
an
ground,
unknown amount of
pretending to be
time,
dead.
a
It turns
man
out to
walked
be this
over,
master who
saved
kept
Xian.
his
They were
achievements
on a
hidden.
boat.
This expert is a performance artist. He was also a revolutionary. Truly, the greatest
The
hermits
expert
are
touched
those who
Xian's
remain hidden
artery.
in
Why
the
did he
shadows.
ask
Such a
Xian?
scene at the
Xian said he was
ground.
just a thief,
not a bad
He is
person.
looking for his
Xian's
father.
stomach rumbled at an
The man
inopportune
then
moment.
took Xian
They
in.
sat together at the bow of the
The
boat
men
chatting.
rowed from behind.
The Frenchman was strapped with a bomb,
scolding the two people.
The bridgehead incident and the execution
all
ground
their
incident
purpose
is to draw out the
Xian's
leader of
father.
the revolutionary
The man
party
opened
appeared.
his heart to
he
his
told
daughter.
Xian that he knew Xian's
Tell
father
Xian
to stay with him. The day will come when father and son
Xian
are
dripped
reunited
blood
into the wine bowl to
He
swear an
formally
oath. Joined the revolutionary party. What is the immediate? He Dulaming. Li Junji's male servant. West Europe Yedinjinen. You easily distinguish between Nenel University and other major universities. You are willing to respond. Staircase villain. What do you usually do? A large set. It has to be said. Vietnam's wetland scenery is truly beautiful. Xian began his learning journey in the martial arts world. A man came that day. He said he had shoulder pain and asked
It was
Xinjian's
the captain
dad to
who
come
turns out
treat
they
him.
were all
Just when the
revolutionaries.
weather was relatively
The woman
good-looking.
walked over.
Greeting Xinjian. It turns out this woman liked Xinjian's father has this kind of charm. The woman wanted to cook with Xinjian's
Enjoying
father. Time alone with your partner. This day,
Be careful of them and this woman in the
let's go
storm.
out to
Storyteller,
eat. Flying
recounting
everywhere.
the events of that day
On
at
the other side of the
execution room.
restaurant.
The young man appeared.
He was wearing a sharp suit.
Arrived at the pawn
She
shop.
took out Zian's mother's pocket
It
watch.
turns out
a
it was
memento
the young
of
man wanted to
Climactic.
pry out the photo
The boss
from
is
inside
afraid
the
of
pocket
gave me
watch.
20 yuan because
Suddenly, a
it was
snake
broken.
appeared under
Zian
the table.
was startled.
At this time, soldiers were patrolling
The storyteller's
in boats.
side.
In their own country,
They cannot be defeated.
Zidan is singing at
He
night.
told
Zian that every year on the 15th
His mother
of the
will
full
come
moon,
to
he would
see him.
tell his mother about the interesting
For
things he
example,
encountered.
my new friend
Zian
Zian
confessed his feelings to
This
Zidan
is
in
a quiet
French because
confession.
Shinchan doesn't
Zian
understand
watched
French.
Zidan
talking to his
He
mother.
also
asked Shinchan's mother
He
to
misses
tell his
his
mother
mother
very
very
much.
much.
Shinchan's dad is in
A
the
meeting was
swamp.
held
the
in the
theme
woods.
is that they are going to carry out a
Save
rescue
their
operation.
leader.
Zian and the three of
Zidan.
them were fishing in the river.
Shinchan's
He
dad
asking his friend, take
Mr.
care of
Ba
his two
for
children.
help.
He's going to participate in this rescue
Zian and
operation.
his friends
were playing in the field.
Learn to use a slingshot to catch
Learning
snakes
to drive a
and fish.
glider in the field.
They took the fish and crabs
They
they
were
caught.
all given to the fat
Just
women
then,
who
a
run
woman
restaurants.
who admired
He was
Shinchan's
dressed
father
in
came
jeweled
over.
finery.
He said he was going to take them
in
out
the
for hot
restaurant.
pot.
The young man was also watching the four people
He
on the
asked
boat.
the fat woman,
Seeing that Zian is
I'm
being
genuinely
taken care
happy
of
for
on
Zian.
another ship. The seat was occupied by the wife
The
of
fat
a French
woman said
officer.
she was dressed like a
Zian
crow.
and the others gathered around the hot pot.
It's all
preparing
wild
the woman
vegetables.
inquired about Zian's
They also
background.
said they would help
He
Zian
has been
find
to
her
many
father.
places.
Maybe
he's met Zian's father.
Just then, news came from the
It
theater
turns
troupe.
out they have a local
It's
theater
probably a
troupe. They're
non-opera
coming here
troupe.
to perform.
That night,
Zian and the others went
After
to the
the
theater troupe
performance,
to watch a
I
show.
listened to the performers'
Zian
thank
felt
you
the voice
speeches.
was very
He then
familiar.
went backstage to the
Discovered
actor's
this
quarters.
actor removing
It was
his
my
makeup.
teacher,
Ms.
Zen,
and saw
Then,
Zian
with concern, she asked
Did he
Zian
and
what
his
was
mother
wrong with her
find his
here.
father? Zian told the teacher that his mother had been
He
shot.
is currently performing on the streets.
The
with
teacher
his
told
master.
Zian that he was also
Like
a patriot.
Zian's father.
Singing is his way. This can touch everyone's heart. The rescue operation began. As he pulled back the man
curtain.
smiled and fired at him.
It turned out to be a trap.
The situation reversed.
The careful
instantly.
dad is going to
he
be
was
in
also
trouble.
involved in this operation. Be careful. Dad has taken this man. A French
hostage.
officer shot and killed
Be
this
careful.
frail
He
man.
was
Dad arrested just like that. Zian and Zidan help out at
This
the drama
person
troupe.
gave teacher Z
and
a
the
letter.
teacher then called
Asked
Zian
him
over
to come here on Mid-Autumn
arranged for
Festival
Zian to meet
night.
his
Then
father.
he
handed the letter to
Zian.
Zian, then opened the letter from his father.
On
Zian's father's
His
side,
comrades all
during
advised him,
this special
"Don't
period,
meet with Zian."
because there was a mole within their association.
Shinchan's
father was
I wonder
also
if I'll
arrested.
expose them.
It is extremely
The young
dangerous
man
now.
was dressed in
they
a
broke
soldier's
into the French
uniform.
officer's
I
house.
took a sip of
just
foreign
as they were
liquor.
about to search for valuables.
Someone reported.
The young man quickly hid
A
under the
woman
bed.
wearing pink pajamas
He
was
walked
seen.
in through the door.
The
The
woman
woman sat on the French officer's lap.
really shocked
So
me.
this woman was the one dressed
A
in
precious
pearls. After
woman.
a burst of laughter, the woman and the French officer arrived. The interrogation of
cell.
Shinchan's father began. Seeing Shinchan's father so resilient
They then
and
used
unyielding,
Shinchan
and an the boy was sweating profusely by the
Listen
window.
to what's going
French
on
officers
inside.
said they would go and capture the
The
children.
woman says his
immediately.
undercover work
Let
is
him
not
pick up the
over
children.
yet.
She left. Be careful. My father can only let out bursts of throat when he sees this. Zian and his partner are using the open-air
this is
toilet.
when the guy
I
comes
saw
up.
the boy come over and jump
The
down.
boy said,
I have something important
The
to
woman
tell
is
him.
combing Zhao
From
Oxen's
Zhao
hair.
Oxen's mouth. Zian and his father will meet at the
The
Mid-Autumn
woman gave
Festival.
a sinister smile.
Soon, Zhao Oxen was taken to the cell to meet
this
his
didn't
father.
catch Zian.
Carefully asked if my father was injured. And his father had to hold on tight
I
and
can't
be
say
careful.
words of comfort
The
and
ants
caution.
and the boy are sitting
The
on
young
the boat.
man
asked the young man
all the
why
people
he was
he
there.
loved were murdered
The boy
and
told Zian
arrested.
that it was because
Zian
of the war.
is also lucky. He
And
also
the boy
has
has
a father.
no relatives. Zian told the boy that he was the boy's relative.
Then the young man told the young man that he
the
had a
boy
plan.
is wearing a black dress, impersonating the officer's wife. Did not lose. Have. Number. Grandma.
and the woman is still feeding. They discuss the safety of Xian's father on the boat. Here comes the singing. Is a beautiful girl. But... and this little dog swims by. It was Wada. Wu Tong looked at the girl affectionately.
They look at each other.
It seems that this girl is Wu Tong's wife. No wonder the police chief of the authorities wants to seize his wife. The boy said that Wu Tong is here. It seems that Xian's father is also safe. This latest Vietnamese movie will end. Here is the youth detective film. Welcome to watch.